I'm Matt with Niagara Sealing, and today I'm going to show you how I prep a driveway, and then how I use gator patch to patch cracks, and how I use cold patch to patch holes and potholes in the driveway. Also how to seal a driveway properly, not the oil-based, but the water-based stuff. We'll get back to you. First of all, we take a broom and we go along, especially here we have concrete edging along the driveway. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a broom and we're gonna get all that dust and sand out from in between here. I already went and pre-did it, but just to give you an idea of what I'm doing is basically just trying to get all that sand and dirt that's stuck in between the edges there, take them out. All right, so now when we get back, I'm gonna show you how I blow everything off. Now that we finished blowing the driveway, I have a patch here that I'm gonna fix for the gentleman. I'm gonna remove it and I'm gonna repatch it. Basically what I'm doing is I'm removing this old patch and I'm gonna put a new collector patch. Okay, now that we remove the old patch, it's time to clean this stuff up. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back, I'm gonna lay my patch stuff down, which is the sand asphalt. It's a really good patch. Like how you've seen these cracks in here previous, you will never see cracks in here with my patch. Now that we got the old patch out and cleaned out, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use my patch. Now my patch, if you come closer, it's basically very, very fine asphalt, and it has a built-in glue. So what happens is once this goes down and I tamper it down, you'll see it turn white. Once it turns white, okay, that's when you know the glue is setting in, all right, and that asphalt's gonna stay in there and it's not gonna come out. So here we go. Tamper. What we're doing is we're using gator patch and we're patching all these little cracks that are around the driveway. That's going to ensure that the water doesn't seep underneath your driveway, saturating the soil underneath and causing your driveway to bow in. So what this does is it goes right down to the bottom of the crack and it turns to rubber, and it completely seals the bottom of the driveway. Basically how I apply it is I take a scraper, I go inside and I get a big globful and I pour it into the thing on top of the crack, right? So what it does is basically seeps right into the crack, going right down to the bottom where the crack began from. And then when I take it, I just take it and I push it in. That's all it is. basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill up my sealer into my bucket, and I'm going to take an edging brush and I'm going to edge around the entire driveway, ensuring that there's going to be no sealer that gets onto his brickwork, so you get a nice professional clean job. If you like to come and see in here, you can see the thickness of my sealer. Now that I'm going to start here, what I do is I start at the garage closest to the house, and I work my way back to the edge. If you want to come closer, I can show you. See, my sealer is like pudding, just as advertised. Now we're getting all the edges around the brickwork. Take a time, to ensure that nothing gets on the bricks. And again, this is just edging. Later on in the video, you'll see that I will be using a squeegee to fill in the center of the driveway. As you can see, I'm taking it very easily, going right up against the brickwork. Like I said, professional work, professionally done. Notice in the video that I'm going from side to side edging unevenly, is so it dries evenly. So when you have a finished product, you don't see one side is a little bit wetter or one side is a little bit drier or a different shade of black. This way it keeps the whole color of the driveway uniform. Basically, my sealer is a water-based tar sealer with Flex in it. Flex is a hyper-drying additive that I put inside myself, and basically what it does is it makes the black dry blacker. Okay, it also adds a rubber coating, so when it rains, there's no slipping. It almost feels like a gymnasium feel to it. The reason why I'm putting my sealer on top of the patch is so it glues it down. It also is already dry, so it keeps that coating on top. So I'm going to go over it again with the squeegee, and it gives it a really good thick layer on top of the crack. Now what we're doing is we're going to pour the sealer onto the driveway, and I'm going to use my squeegee, and we're going to squeegee it in. I'm going to show you. So what we do is we easily pour it on. Take the squeegee. Basically spread it back and forth, covering the entire driveway. you can see the steam that's going on right now on the driveway. Basically what that is the flex going into work. What's happening is it's curing. The flex also makes it dry faster, which is that hyper drying additive which I put. So basically you'll see that steam starting to come up. Now what's happening is all the water in my sealer is evaporating and turning into steam. And all that's left is going to be is the tar and the flex. Okay, this is a finished product. This is now needs to dry. The reason why it's shiny is because, like I said, it's still curing, it's still wet. Once it's fully dry, it'll be completely flat, matte black. Alright, it'll have no shine to it. Now I put caution tape or any type of barricade tape just so other people don't drive on your driveway.